Hello. Well, greetings ladies and gentlemen. I am NibletK and welcome to my second day of my budget deck series. So if you're a beginner Hearthstone player, you don't have all the cards, you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of dust, I made some budget decks that might work or might not work, so we didn't really test them that much. This is mostly theory crafting, so here is the budget deck you could do. For instance, what's this guy's name? His name is Thrall. He is a shaman. Yay! I got it. Okay, so it's pretty much kind of a token deck. You have your fireflies, you have your devolves, flame tongues, jade claws. We're running the jade cards because they are pretty cheap. You could put in the other 4 mana cost jade statue something, I don't know. And Brianfin Tuskar Fisherman is there to put spell damage on either one of your minions. That synergizes well with your Maelstrom portal. We got 1 Hex, 1 Lightning Storm, just for, you know, utility. Manatite Totem to draw. Stonehill Defender will give you another taunt. Shamans have pretty okay taunts in their class, so you can get maybe Voodoo Hexers or Thing from Below for cheap. Of course, we're running at least one more Silence. I don't think I have another one, but we have Hex, so that works as a silence and removal of a specific target. Spellbreaker is always pretty good. You might consider running double Bloodlust, maybe taking out the Voodoo Hexer and putting in a second Bloodlust. And Bone Mare, because Bone Mare is MVP in this meta and it's a really cheap card, and I suggest putting at least one of these cards in basically all of your decks because it won't be bad. So without further ado, let us see how we face up against other people that are probably net decking and playing a lot of Druid and Mage and Murloc Paladin, and also a lot of Priest. So like we said, let us see how we do with this budget deck. Yes.
Now that deserves a brew or two.
Okay, let's do it. For Lordaeron. I still need to get that card back. Skin card, whatever it is. Hero. I'm gonna keep Hex. Maybe not. Tyrion's gonna come later in the game. Mana Tide. So let's keep the Jade Claws. It's always good to have Jade Claws in the early game. We got the Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is really good on maybe anything that gets buffed up by the Paladin. So for instance, anything that they play Spikeridge Siege on. I always say Siege. Siege. It's actually Steed. Whatever. It's a free country. It is a free country! I can do what I want! Apparently not. Well, it's nice to see that this guy is actually playing something else other than Murlocs. So right now we're just trying to take control of the board early on. When you don't have anything else to do, you basically totem up, thus reducing the cost of your things from below. Manatite Totem as fast as possible. If you can get it on a secure board, you will get good card draw. We drew the Hex. Unfortunately, we don't have enough damage. to kill that, so we're just gonna go face with all our minions, summon a totem, because even though it dies, it still reduces the cost of our cards, and we're just gonna hit him in the face with all the minions. We're gonna keep the weapon charge, and thus he reset the board, and now he's going to play again. So now we have to start over and see what exactly is it that we can do. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's not hex worthy. I mean, let's try for a totem and get some cheaper stuff. Let's kill it. If he buffs it up more than that, we could consider hexing it or silencing it. I didn't think he would have Forlorthamar. Whatever. It's interesting to see that he's playing actually Divine Shield Paladin. So we can think that he's gonna have a lot of Divine Shield minions. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so it's a taunt. That would reduce that damage even further, that cost even further, so we can do double taunts. He might get through. He mostly always has a weapon, probably the Rallying Blade, so that thing is gonna be a 4/4, and he can smash the 2/2. He might smash the 2/2 with the 6/6 and sacrificing a little bit of face damage and the other minion in my thing from below. So there's a Spike Ridge Siege. We can silence it. We can play another totem, then we get that thing for free. I think we should probably play this here. And now we have to pray that he doesn't have good removal. Okay. That's interesting.
Winter is here.
There's the second one. It seems as though he already has Barb Snart in his hand, Wicked Flame. Because this minion didn't get the lifesteal effect, so that means one of these cards is Wicked Flame. So what we can do is actually Bone Mare the totem, kill this one, and might as well sacrifice a little bit because he's gonna trade anyway. He can't trade with the Rallying Blade, he has to trade his minion in. He's getting another taunt minion, looking for a legendary. Paladin has good, so he got that off of the Stonehill Defender. It's kind of annoying. So we can go also Stonehill Defender. Ooh, we got a Bog Creeper. Bog Creeper is not bad. Could go another one. Okay, Earth Elemental. Let's kill the 1/4. Right now it looks as though we have a better chance of killing him. That is the perfect thing to have Hex for. It was not created by random generation, so that is his only one. So there's no point in doing anything else on that. Might as well get a little bit of damage on that thing. Use Lightning Storm and get our mana tied up since it is protected a little bit by the shield. He only has one card in hand, so we know for a fact that that card is the other Wicker Barfsnart Wicker Flame Fart. Like I said. And he got the other legendary. That's fine. Sure. Let's see, what can we do? So we can sacrifice this minion, and then we can give this other minion a lot of health, play an elemental, and kill the other one. Now if he gets a buff card on that, I gotta say that's kind of annoying. Doesn't seem he's getting the buff on it. So we have to kill that before. I guess we can... Never mind. That's gonna become a 4-drop. Let's get the free kill. Let's devolve. That's good. That's good. Let's play the big one. Get a taunt, play the little minion, kill this. Let's kill his minion. Because right now there's like no way he can clear. Even if he draws equality only. Consac would kill most of my dudes. He's still holding on to that card. I'm gonna sacrifice the 1/1 and actually try to get a better totem, maybe a heal totem. That is perfect for me. At this point we don't care about anything else, just going for phase, and it seems as though our little budget deck outvalued his deck. Equality Consecrate could kill everything. If he gets the other Taunt legendary, Tarim, we would still have a lot of pressure on the board. So at this point he might as well give up. So we can sacrifice that there, deal 5 there, and kill this one, and that's GG because we have enough damage. So as you can see, you won't always be that lucky, but it's a nice deck to play. I mean, I had fun. It was nice. Let's see another match. Let's see what other random stuff gets thrown in our face.
Rogue versus Valera.
Watch your back.
The Doomhammer.
Shaman is not that popular now, except for the double bloodlust, I think, and evolve Shaman. And that's what most people are playing. It's still this kind of variance, so it's a token deck. You don't run the Lightning Storm or the Hex. You just try to outvalue and be aggressive on the board. Other than that, you can play more Jade cards. So the Jade Spirit, now I remember, the Jade Spirit, the 4 mana 2/3 that summons a Jade. You can play, of course, your Aya Blackpaw, but that's a legendary already, so you gotta craft that. Take a little bit more. You can also play, I forgot the name of the spell. It's a 3 mana spell that gives you Death Rattle to all the minions you have on the board, and you can re-summon them. I mean, you get them back in your hand. So right now, he tried to be aggressive, we summoned a totem. Next turn we can summon either Stonehill Defender, depending on the cause, or a Mana Tide totem. So he used a card draw, damaged my totem. I think I'm just gonna play the Stonehill, and we can look at what we have. Earth Elemental is really good. Doesn't fit my curve. So actually it does, because next turn I can go Mana Tide and a Firefly, and then we can play the Earth Elemental next turn. It's a big threat, doesn't cost that much. Sure, we get the Overload, but we'll still be able to summon at least a totem or something, or Jade Claws. He's using double shivs to kill my Flame Tongue, so that's okay. That means this guy will still be pretty effective in drawing me cards. We already took like 30% of his health away, so it's not bad. He has decent number of cards in hand, so he can still do a lot of things, a lot of stuff that can be bad for us. So you always have to be really careful in this game, and not just by playing Shaman or any deck you play. You gotta be careful when you overextend, and you know that your opponent still has a lot of cards, a lot of resources to deal with your board or your state, what you're trying to do, so to say. So your aggressive state, right? You try to be hyper aggressive. You might overextend and be left with no more oomph, no more no more gas, as some people say. And from there on, they'll just outvalue you. Like with each turn, you use a lot of momentum, and there's no coming back. Ah, Vent Cleave. 10 mana Vent Cleave. That couldn't have come in a better time, so devolving Vent Cleave is probably the best thing to do. We did not play the Elemental. I'm thinking of maybe a totem and another 1-drop. That way we can get the things from below even cheaper and killing that guy. So looks okay. Oh, we got our spell power. We didn't draw any Maelstrom or Lightning Storms yet. That also works very nice with Jade Lightning. It's just a nice minion to have. It's a 2 mana through 3. It's pretty vanilla stats. However, do I take 5 to the face is the question. I mean, I guess I do at this point. I can summon another totem, get a taunt, kill that, go for face, try to have as many minions as we can. Against Rogue, it's okay to go wide on the board. Against Druid, it is not okay. Druid punishes you so hard for having a lot of small minions and going full on the board, full board. Ooh. That new card they have with the 1/5 taunts. It's really hard to recover after that. Because they use one card and you sacrifice like a lot of them. Okay. So now's the question. What can we do? So he sacrificed. Now he's sacrificing a lot of cards to come back on the board. So we can do a lot of stuff here. We can do this here. Sacrifice this guy in here. This guy in here. We can summon another totem. Hit. Summon another totem on this side. And let's give the healing totem also spell power.
Incredible.
I don't know if Voodoo Hexer is good in this deck. I didn't get to play him yet that often, maybe at all. I don't know. I kept getting better cards to play instead. Ooh, that's nice, interesting, but 7... so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13, not enough damage. I guess we can kill the gadget soon once and summon more totems. Hit him with his face. We can get it off. There's no use in overextending more than that. That is a bad card to leave up. So right now I can't do shit to him because he's going to be stealthed. That means that we're just going to pass the turn, heal that guy a little bit up. He'll be able to combo some things. However, our board is still good. We're not drawing Bloodlust fast enough. I mean, at this point of the game, if you ever draw Bloodlust and you have like 5 to 6 minions, that's already a lot of damage. I think he's going to give up. No, he's not. So 4... How much damage do we have? 4, 6, 10, 12. That is not enough. So hexing that is okay. Using the other portal is okay. It's not gonna have a lot more minions than that. Deal 1 damage to minion after you play it. So we can go ahead and kill this one. See what it hits. It didn't hit what I wanted. That is fine. We can sacrifice this guy and also play taunt on this part. The fact that it gets hit, that means he can't use spells like backstab on it. Ah, it gets healed. Never mind. Forget what I said.
I got the best deals anywhere.
So now he'll be able to play like a cheap spell and use the Death Shadow again for a cheap spell. He didn't choose to do that. He can play the little pings again, maybe. So he can ping twice. Eviscerate, okay. That's about it. Ooh, Lightning Storm. That's good. Because I don't use more than that. And getting another taunt up. Also another totem. totem might die if it's the 1/1. Oh no, it's only if I summon.
Cool, man.
Aha! It actually does freeze. Interesting. I thought only if it gets attacked. See, I didn't get to play with it. It's basically a water elemental. Ooh, betrayal. Another arcane giant. Okay. Little primal thing.
Be cool, man.
Sapping that. Can play it again next turn. So if one of his... Ooh, double sap. That was annoying. I should have killed the Galaka. We might have won that if I would have killed the Galaka.
For the Frost Wolves.
So that's a good curve, no matter what. Against another Warlock. So this is gonna be a match of who can get the bigger board faster. And who can annoy the other one more.
I'm in charge now.
Oh, he drew patches in the opening hand. That's interesting. That means no pirate in hand, maybe. Other than that, Maelstrom maybe? So he can kill one of my minions, Maelstrom, and get a random 1-drop. He can totem up. Okay, so Firefly, Firefly. It's the same thing that we're trying to do. So let us see. We need to kill one. Let's just kill the pirate and do this. Now if he has the Flame Tongue totem, that's gonna be better for him because he can trade here. And he has it. Of course he does. Of course he does. Like, why wouldn't he have it? Always hit. Flame Tongue. Okay. So you might trade here. It's a free trade for him. That means if he doesn't get a taunt, we can kill the Flame Tongue. Ooh, double Maelstrom. That's good. That is good. So that's a clear, and we are gonna take it. I got a little bit overexcited in there, and I actually what the hell? I actually lost my minion because of that.
The cold don't bother me.
because I could have Maelstrommed and then actually killed the totem for free because it wouldn't have had attack anymore. So those are 1/1s. Ooh, Professor Putricide. I will never have. Really? You're gonna take 5 to the face just like that? Okay. I mean, everyone does what they want.
Eureka!
Let us also draw some cards. Ooh, second evolve. That's annoying. That's still a good minion. That is not. So at this point, we're not really gonna summon anything. Except totem does not. Oh, that affects the same. Still a lot of damage. He already used both evolves. So anyway, guys, like I said, this is my budget deck. So you can mix and match some things in here. For instance, let's say you can take out the Voodoo Hexers, put in another Bloodlust maybe, put in a Pirate or a Galaka, depending on what you see that you're facing against. You can also play Evolves and put in like Serenite Chain Gangs. I guess those are cheap. If you go Serenite, weren't they like, let's see, Chain, okay, Serenite, okay. So you can play these guys, Evolve, no, that's at 5. So you can play double gangsters with Evolve if you wanted to try that. So then you just take out your Spellbreaker maybe, the Voodoo Hexers, you put in double gangsters, you put in your Evolves. You gotta sacrifice something, so maybe you take out the Tuskar Fisherman then, maybe even the Lightning Storm, and then you play your Evolve cards, the Serenite Chain Gangs and the double gangsters, and you can try it like that. And you fight for board early on, and then you try to get a huge swing with a combo like on turn 6. You play the double gangsters and Evolve, thus having 3 6-cost minions. And sometimes that is enough to win the game. I kinda like this variance. It's another thing. So I didn't try to do the whole Evolve thing. Devolve is a really good card. I think it's a must-have, like in almost any Shaman deck. Not necessarily if you're running hexes and you want to control more the board with your minions, maybe not. But it's a good, cheap way to get rid of some really annoying things. So anyway, guys, that's it for the budget Shaman deck. Give it a try, see how you do. I told you what you can craft later on. And that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one, where we will try, what should we try? I guess I'll try Valera. Yeah, let's try that next turn. So I'll see you soon.